How you doing, everyone? For this build, I'm going to place a spice harvester into the Star Wars universe, specifically the Sarlac Pit. My name is Aaron, and you're watching Terrain by Aaron. To make the pit, I'm using these soft play foam mats for the base of the diorama. For no particular reason other than the XPS foam that I have isn't large enough for the diorama I have in mind. After trimming off the edges, I worked out where the location of my spice harvester should sit and where the Sarlac pit should go. Using a sharp hobby knife, I began cutting out the hole for the Sarlac pit, making sure with each layer the hole was slightly smaller. I then placed each mat on top of each other, making sure the hole was correct before using wood glue, because my hot glue gun decided to stop working to stick each mat together. Having fixed my glue gun, the plug had fallen out of the socket. I squished a pattern on what would be the Sarlac's mouth. I placed the final mat on top, held it down with something heavy, and just let it set. After a few hours to give the glue time to dry, I broke out my tub of smooth grout, or spackle as it's known in the USA, and began filling in all the gaps. I also used it to try and tidy up the bad cutting I'd made along all the edges. And while the spackle was still out, I decided to just spackle the top as well. It left me with something I didn't know if I should eat or decorate with sprinkles. Luckily, I made my own sprinkles in the shape of teeth to go around the Sarlac's mouth. Now, when it comes to bad ideas, I think I'm the king. I tried using Vallejo filler as the gluing agent to stick the teeth to the spackle. And guess what? Turns out it doesn't work, so reverted to making a hole with a pokey stick and using super glue to secure the tooth into place. While waiting for my order of supplies to arrive, I got bored, so drenched the top in PVA glue and sprinkled scenic sand down on top of it. This will become clearly pointless later in the build, but while I do that, I'm putting names on screen from viewers who have left funny or informative comments. Keep them coming, I reply to all. And you know, while you're at it, why don't you like and subscribe to the channel? Oh, that's the base all dry, and yes, I've got lots of doubts just like you. Let's move on. Next came the Dune Spice Harvester. This is the small one and not something any grown man ever wants to hear in his life. Now, I'm not going to do any kit bashing on this. This is going to be a straight build, so best look at the instruction. Oh, well, now I know the reason why it's cheap, because the instructions have been printed upside down. I'll try and figure it out. Anyway, let's get this bad boy cracked open. I'll do a quick little montage of me clipping things off and building this spice harvester. I do have trouble with model kits this small because of my chunky monkey hands, and I've said that more than once, but I persevered. With the instructions being printed the wrong way around, it was kind of difficult. There was no glue involved because it was all snapped together, but I did make a boo-boo later on in the build where super glue came out and saved the day. This is where I made the boo-boo. I was putting the wheels together and got one of the side panels mixed up. Because I was in a happy zone, I didn't even notice until it came time to actually putting the wheels on. And it was at that exact moment I snapped one of the little doodah things that held the wheel on off. So yeah, bit of a disaster. Was hoping it didn't matter really, And in the end, I worked it out. I just glued it. So yep, there we go. There's the glue going on, because I'm a doofus and not a very good model maker. And that's the last piece going on the model kit. Sorry about the bad filming there, but there we go. That's my... oh, hang on. That's the last piece of the model kit going on, and that is my spice harvester complete. While all that drama was going on, my supply box arrived, and this is the desert sand that I'm gonna stick down on the top of my diorama. So putting the sand down first was a bit pointless to me, because I'm going to cover it up with the sand effect paste that I'm putting on right now. Time to prime the spice harvester, which I'm going to do with some black primer. Once the primer was down, I then went over with a light coat of grey. That tissue I'm holding there, ladies and gentlemen, is to dry the tears that I'm crying right now. Simply because this is like a proper build, and I want to do a proper paint job, and I'm struggling because, well, as you all know, I'm just an amateur at this, so I'm just, I don't know, going with the flow here and just trying to make it look all dirty and dusty and all that sort of stuff. I put the harvester to one side and decided to try and paint the Sarlac pit. So I'm priming the hot glue with some black primer. Once that was done, I tried to go in with red, and then quickly realised it would take more than just one coat for the red. So I slowly built up the red colour, and then to tone the edges down, I went in with a little pink. And while I do that, it's code word time. If you want to leave a comment, leave the code word in your comment so I know you got here before zipping through to the glamour shots. And the code word is STING. Please also like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. While the diorama dried, I went back to the spice harvester and tried to dirty this little thing up even more, and that meant I was using a lighter sandy colour. It was doing its job, but I still didn't think it looked like what was on the box art. So thought about it a little bit longer, and then realised it needed to be darker. The paint needed to be darker. So went back on it, let it all dry, then used the panel liner just to sort of like give some highlights to certain areas of the spice harvester, but then went back over it with a darker coloured sand. But I let that dry, and while that was drying, I thought, you know, the pit needs some tentacles, so broke out some clay and made little wheelie wormy dealy things and let them dry. Once dry, I painted them a primer of grey, and then went back to the harvester and tried to do some more highlighting with some darker sand colour. You can leave me comments on how badly I did this diorama, and any suggestions on what I should have done is much appreciated. So look, next are going to be the glamour shots. Thanks for dropping by, you know I always appreciate your support, and until next time, keep scratching that build everybody. Thanks for watching.